Scott arrest footage emerges as lawyer argues incident could have been fatal. The lawyer of Canberra Centre, Curtis Scott, is said to argue police could have caused serious injury or death with their use of a taser as video footage of the NRL player's arrest near the SCG emerged for the first time. Scott is shown being led away and pushed up against a paddy wagon with 12 police officers on scene. The 22-year-old is also seen in distress on the pavement, being treated by paramedics, having earlier been tasered and pepper sprayed. The footage does not show Scott allegedly punching and kicking two officers, nor any police response due to the obstructed angle. Scott's lawyer, Sam Macedon, has maintained the number of officers that arrived on the scene in the early hours of January 27 and the force used against his client was unlawful and went against NSW police procedures. He alleges Scott was tasered near his armpit, which Macedon will argue is against police policy and could have had life-threatening consequences for his client. Scott's case returned to Sydney's Downing Centre on Friday, where the case was set down for a 2-day hearing in July. Outside court, Macedon said whether the police acted reasonably or not is the main contention in this matter. I just think that what they did was unlawful and unreasonable, and it was quite clear on the body cam video that what they did was totally unnecessary. So if they want to run that case, I am more than happy to oblige, Macedon said. Then we can all decide whether the police acted reasonably or not. The police are set to bring 21 witnesses forward in the case. He feels absolutely embarrassed and all that, mainly because of the fact that he got drunk on Australia Day and carried on like a bit of a pork chop before he got to the Sydney cricket ground, Macedon said. In 2 CCTV tapes from cameras atop fences at the Sydney cricket ground, 3 police are initially seen attending after being called by a security guard at the SCG. The SCG security guard directs the officers to where Scott is sleeping, behind a tree in a driveway coming off Driver Avenue. In the 2 CCTV tapes from cameras atop fences at the Sydney cricket ground, 3 police are initially seen attended after being called by a security guard at the SCG. The SCG security guard directs the officers to where Scott is sleeping, behind the tree in a driveway coming off Driver Avenue. He lays on the pavement for a number of minutes, rubbing his eyes with a towel, and receives further medical treatment with paramedics wrapping the NRL star in a blanket. He is then taken into the back of a police van by 2 officers and driven away. The specifics of the incident are allegedly outlined by body-worn cameras from police, which will be shown in the hearing set down for July 14 and 15. Scott pleaded not guilty to all charges before the court with his previous lawyer, Danny Ide, but is set to plead guilty to 2 of the 7 charges. Police are set to bring forward an expert witness to determine whether the police acted lawfully. NRL Chief Executive Todd Greenberg still had the discretionary power to suspend Scott, but chose not to after reviewing the police and CCTV footage. Police hunting for man who smeared saliva on BTS elevator buttons. This is in Bangkok. Police are on a hunt for a man caught on CCTV smearing his saliva on the elevator buttons at BTS National Stadium Friday to check if he has the coronavirus. Police spokesman Colonel Kasana Fathanachiran said investigators will determine whether the man, who remains unidentified, was trying to spread the coronavirus or was just creating some good old-fashioned public uncleanliness. If the man tested positive for the coronavirus, he may be charged with violating a 2015 law on preventing epidemic, which carries a maximum penalty of 1 year in prison, Kasana said by phone. If he didn't, the man could still be charged with public disturbance and uncleanliness offenses, which carries a punishment of 1 month in jail. Almost nothing. The man was seen entering the elevator at 5:23 a.m. on Friday. He also reached into his groin before rubbing the elevator buttons. In a statement, BTS operators said staff already spotted the man's behavior via security camera and tried to apprehend him, but he ran away towards Rama 1 Road. The BTS says they have since sanitized the elevator. The latest update just came in about 5 minutes ago. Police on Friday evening said they arrested the perpetrator and identified him as a 32-year-old Thai national. Totally nasty. Whether he has corona or not, I would say lock him up for at least 1 year. This 1 month sentence, if he doesn't have it, is a complete joke. What say you guys, gals, and everything in between? If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, smash that like button. Hit the bell notification icon. You'll get notified each and every time I make a new video, which is every day. In this video, I obtained it from a CCTV cam in Sydney, Australia. It's basically a guy trying to carjack and not being very successful. Let's see what happens. That was funny. It looked like he got like some kind of electric shock or something from the car. But anyway, this guy's obviously a tool. More of a tool than the tools he's using, it looks like. And there it goes. Failed. Gets in his car. That guy there should have just tackled the guy and beat the crap out of him. Anyway, there he goes, turning around and leaves. That's all the information I have about this video. I don't have much about it. I just had the security footage from it and figured to show each and every one of you. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so this one here, it's a missing French teenager. So residents in Auckland, which is again way over on the other side of the world, Auckland's Piha asked to check vacant properties. Okay, so residents of a West Auckland beach suburb are being urged to check their properties for any signs of missing foreign exchange student Eloi Jean Rolland. The 18-year-old from France has not been heard of since March 6, after he failed to return to host family in Birkenhead, North Shore. Rolland speaks limited English and was last seen on CCTV at the Britomart train station in the CBD. After reviewing his cell phone data, police have established that Rolland was in the Piha Rd area about 9:18 a.m. on Saturday, March 7. Through Eloi's mobile phone, we have identified that he was on Piha Rd at 9:18 a.m. However, his movements after this time remain unknown, Detective Senior Sergeant Callum McNeill said. Search and rescue teams have been searching the area for several days, but have not located any items of interest. Police are now requesting Piha Rd residents to check their properties for any items that may have belonged to Rolland. We are also urging anyone who has a holiday home or unoccupied home in the area to please check their properties for any signs that Eloi may have been present, he said. Detective McNeill said concerns were growing each day Eloi remains missing. It's almost 2 weeks since Eloi was last seen, and police are doing everything we can to provide his family with the answers they desperately seek, and hopefully locate Eloi safe and well. Rolland is understood to have caught a bus to the Britomart station on March 7 before getting a train to Swanson about 6:30 a.m. Police have released CCTV footage of Rolland at the Britomart station. That's the one you guys and gals are watching right now. He exited the train at Newlands Fruitville Road railway station at 7:26 a.m. On Wednesday, Detective Senior Sergeant Marcia Murray requested anyone living in the area who may have seen Rolland or had dashcam video from around that time to contact police. Rolland is 170 centimeters tall and of thin build and was wearing a blue and white jacket, jeans, and dark sneakers when he went missing. His family are very concerned for his well-being, Detective Murray said. Anyone who knows of his whereabouts should contact Waimea Police on 09-488-9764, Crime Stoppers anonymously on 0800-555-111, quoting the file number 200-310/8987. I will provide this information in the description box. If anybody does have any information, call those numbers that I'm going to be posting, quote that file number that will also be in the description, and hopefully we can find them safe and sound and see what happened to them. I will be posting new videos on this story as well in the next few days if there are any updates, but hopefully we can find them, somebody can find them, and everything's okay. Just a missing case. Let's hope for the best. Okay, this one's pretty wild. CCTV shows dramatic moment driver smashes into police car. Dramatic CCTV footage shows a driver smashing into a police car and van when he is boxed in during a chase before plowing into a garden wall. Brennan Cullen, 21, was behind the wheel of a red Seat Leon, which was being pursued after police suspected he was driving while banned. Footage shows Cullen trying to flee down Cobwell Road in Retford, Nottinghamshire, before being boxed in by two police cars and an oncoming vehicle at 2:30 p.m. on January 20th. When officers tried to open the locked doors, Cullen suddenly lurched forward before reversing at speed into a Mercedes Sprinter van. He accelerated backwards again and hit the van so hard its door was almost ripped off as the driver tried to get out. One officer suffered leg injuries when Cullen rammed into the patrol car while the van driver was also hurt. After forcing his way between the van and the police car, Cullen crashed into a brick wall before he was arrested. Cullen of Retford admitted dangerous driving, 3 counts of criminal damage, driving with no insurance, and driving while disqualified. He was jailed for 10 months. Again, so lax on these jail terms. 10 months, not even a year. God. He was jailed for 10 months and banned from driving for 3 years at Nottingham Crown Court. Detective Constable Emma Temple of Nottinghamshire's police said, Cullen's extremely dangerous driving could easily have resulted in more serious consequences. I'm amazed that no one suffered any serious injuries as a result of his actions. It was pure luck that no one got in his way, as he clearly had no regard for anyone's safety. He could have killed someone. Inspector Neil Bellamy, neighborhood policing inspector responsible for the Bassett Law area, said, Nottinghamshire Police will take all steps to get drivers off the road who drive dangerously and put the safety of other road users at risk. We are currently planning some traffic operations on East Bassett Law. This will primarily concentrate on speeding and use of mobile phones. Together with the fire service, we will focus on educating the drivers and look to prosecute those who flaunt the law. Guys, gals, everything in between, if you are enjoying these videos, do let me know in the comment section below. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button on this video, and remember to hit that bell icon so you will be notified each and every time I make new videos, which is daily nowadays. I am obtaining a lot of CCTV footage from around the world that I'm sharing with you all. I do hope you really enjoy them. There's going to be one more story, and this one is actually a good one, where it's about a little girl who did the right thing, the smart thing, and hopefully others around the world could take notice of what to do if the situation, heaven forbid, comes up in an area where they are. So let's go on to that one. But finally, a feel-good story. and a smart one from a little girl. Okay, so this girl was followed by a dodgy man. As you can see, this takes place in Russia. She is 9 years old. She's just coming home from school. And here you see Mr. Shady. He waited outside. As soon as she gets into her apartment building, you will notice he's following her. And she's already aware of this. Because as you can see here, he doesn't know that he's on camera. Of course, or else he wouldn't be doing this. Varya is her name, 9-year-old girl. You see that? You see what she just did? She fooled him by thinking she's going to go to the elevator. She made a quick U-turn. And he's still going... She went to the mailboxes. He's going to the elevator. Then she goes back onto the street where she's safe. So, as you can see, he lost her from his sight. And now he's in a rush to get back outside the building. And that's the entrance to the outside. So there's her dad now. She saw her dad outside, and there you see the culprit running outside. The dad was returning home. She told him everything that happened right away. And you see the shock on the father's face, like, well, I can't believe this just happened. So he shared the video on social media just to let others know. And hopefully to find out what's up with this guy. They did say, though, how to behave in similar situations. Of course, it's easier said than done. But, I mean, this girl did amazing, especially for a 9-year-old. Big credit to her. So, the police started an investigation as to, who this guy is that they saw on the footage. And it does turn out that the suspect... mentally unstable, aren't they all? I don't care. There's no excuse. Has a history of psychiatric problems. Well then, you know what? Lock him up. Even if he has psychiatric problems, I mean, who knows what could have happened to this poor girl if she did continue to just go along her business not knowing that this guy was up to no good. So, good on Varya. Thank God the police, caught this guy. As far as what's going to happen to him, who knows? Let's just hope it's not like the last story where it's like a little, slap on the wrist, 10-month sentence, or the guy who's doing crap on the elevator, maybe a year. Depends if he has the disease or not. Whatever. Let's put all these guys away for a long, long time. Guys, gals, everything in between. If you enjoyed these videos, do let me know, as I do plan on making many, many more of these daily if possible, if there's interest. As always, peace and love. Take care of yourself and of each other. Family comes first. Nothing else matters. Be on the lookout. Keep your eyes and ears open no matter where you go, anytime, anywhere. The world is a very, very scary place right now. Let's try to make it better, each and every one of us. Let's do what we can. Mavakaga, wishing you all a great day, morning, evening, wherever you may be. For now, Mavakaga. Out.